you're exactly right. I'm gonna throw a Warren Buffett quote at you, and so it's my turn to
Oh
say.
shit!
So
Oh
it's
shit!
my turn to say Warren
Oh
Buffett,
man,
and I might mess this up too. So
that's okay. Go for it. I'm excited.
so here we go. Warren Buffett says it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it.
Nice.
I
Very.
mean, and this is very true. So when I'm thinking this mindset, right? Why would Gary, do that? His net worth is probably over 200 million, right? I don't know, but I'm guessing.
I Googled it when I
But
did the episode, and there were a couple sources that said 150 to 160, but I think all of his businesses, et cetera, might be worth more.
more.
And his personal brand and what he could bring, I think, would be
It's
even more. But
more too.
regardless, let's just say it's 150 million. It's to the
Mm.
point where to pump up sports cards, it's like it's silly.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't really like the calling name of other sports card people, but I will. Because, hey, honest, right? Jeff, sports card investor, honestly, I think he's really good guy. I mean, I've been subscribing to him since I don't know, last when he first started his channel, honestly.
Uh,
Um, and I sometimes I can tell just intuition, right? I know he's a good guy. Um, it's just maybe he portrays things like to say here you should like top five you should buy this maybe it's just a what do you call it, a misinterpretation from what he's trying to say, and now his fans and stuff think, oh, I should buy this card, when that's not really what he's saying. So I respect him, and I think he's gonna do it right though. I mean, I really think he's good. I don't know, what do you think about like some of his videos and stuff?
I like from the moment I got back into sports cards, Jeff was the first guy I was drawn to because it was literally
Right.
sports card investors. So it was him
Right.
and PSA Collector, both of them I'd watch.
Yes,
But
yes, both of
obviously,
them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but and they're the two biggest YouTube followings that I know of on sports
Right.
cards. But
And
one,
Jab's family too. But
oh, what's that?
Jab's family. You never heard of Jab's family?
No, no, I'd have to check them out.
No. Oh, oh, sorry. Ooh, search
I'll
on
have to
Jab's
check them
family.
out.
They're baseball
Okay.
card. Anyway,
That's probably why, because I don't do any baseball. Pretty much, I pretty much
yeah,
don't do any
me
baseball.
me neither. But I mean, but
Okay.
they're more like a lot of open packs and stuff like that, right? They're very
Okay.
fun. Anyway.
Okay, so that's probably it because I'm like drawn to the investor side and then
Ah,
drawn
okay,
to
okay.
Matt, PSA Collector, of just buying single cards mostly. So when he does single cards or that topic, I watch. But obviously Jeff is more of the investor, Matt's a bit more of the collector. But I like getting the input of both, and they both have
Oh,
great
yes,
channels. So,
yes,
but from the beginning, I was like, this guy is sharp. This guy is on it. When I'm talking about Jeff, because
yes,
he didn't have to have all the card knowledge because he has the investor and business knowledge. And then everything I'm
exactly.
looking at his channel, I'm like, dude, your branding is on point.
Yes, yes,
You know how to build a brand, you know how to market, you have the three pricing structures, your membership,
right.
$9 or $10 a month, then the $50 a month data tool, then you have your clubhouse or your executive room or whatever. So you have like everything is how to build a business executed phenomenally well. But then when you
Right.
talk about trends and players, that's when I felt really good because it was very much what's not being seen, what's not being talked about, what is low now, what
Yes,
will be high,
yes,
all that. And that's the mindset that I like. I never felt
yes.
like he had any bad intent at all. The one thing I would say is I feel like his brand, because he was one of the only guys on YouTube putting out good content, his brand has blown up very quickly. I think to the
Right.
point where if he says anything about recommendations, he'll be accused of pumping up a player because
That's
now
it.
instead of having 500 people watching a video, he's having 5,000.
Right.
And because of that influence, just like if Gary Vee says what he says and 10 people are listening, no one's going to accuse him. But when
Yeah.
there's 800,000 downloads of that episode, then all of a sudden it's, hey, you're pumping it up, when in actuality he's saying the exact same thing he would before. It's just now he has such a big audience that
Exactly.
influence is going to change the way some people actually act or behave, or a noticeable amount, so that prices actually move one way or the other.
Very true point. And I know Jeff, even before, like way before when he was talking about Luka Doncic to $70 and all that stuff, that's like his bread and butter is like the recap of all the sports cars. I think that type of thing is really good. So I would just say, for people, they're just wanting to buy the cards they see too, which is one issue. It's not Jeff's fault. It's just
Yeah, people are
it's just,
lazy.
unfortunately it happens. But I don't really like to follow advice. I love watching these videos, but I'm not just gonna follow it just because they say something, right?
Mm.
So from new investor mindset, like what do you think should people be listening to for, like, for, I don't know how to say this, particular people, or follow advice? I don't know.
Uh,
What do you think?
I I mean, I have in my guide like that I give away, which is just
Oh,
for
really?
the first 3 weeks. What I'd recommend is
Yeah.
don't buy a
Yeah.
single card for the first 3 weeks of getting it.
Yes.
First 3 weeks is all just consume as much content on sports cards, podcast, written, video, everything, and get so knowledgeable so that if you're starting with
Exactly.
$50 or $50,000, you have a good amount of knowledge to where you want to start, and the excitement has tapered off. Hopefully, because at first it's very easy to just want to buy something, just want to get in there, and I
Exactly.
get it, but that's dangerous because if you were like me, then
Yeah.
you have a bit of a collector brain going in, and you're
Ah.
justifying, it's a good investment, but really it may be a decent or okay investment, but it's really just a really cool collecting piece. And that's fine if you want to have a separate fund for what you want to collect. But as an investor, I would say, all right, listen to the videos, watch them, and the advice on mindset, the advice of tactics, where to look, how to think, all the different ways a card can go up, that's great. And then look at trends and see where that has been true and where it may not have been true or not to that extent. But if it's go out and buy this player, that's dangerous. It's dangerous
Yeah.
just because if you're not the first person to watch it, if there's 1,000 people that watched it before you that bought those cards and then just marked it up at a higher price, you may actually be paying a premium for the card that was a good deal when that video aired, but now is not. Now you're the sucker paying $100 for a card that was $20 when that video was released, and now you're trying to
Yeah.
sell it for 150, and everyone's like, yeah, that's overpriced. So that's just doing your own due diligence and understanding what's the thought process behind it, and then taking a look. Hey, they said buy this player right now, and at $20, and then you look and you see the prices are at 50. Well,
Mm.
you see it's already moved, and
Yeah.
then you can apply that to the next player, or you could see if that player goes down in price in another couple of weeks. But at the end of the day, it's formulating your own strategy. It's not relying on people to give you the answer.
Exactly. Amen. You said it correctly. It's not a, yeah. It's about looking for your own answer. That's very true. And yeah, the first 3 weeks, I probably recommend that too. Especially if people like three sports, maybe spend one week on each sport. I don't know.
Mm.
Um, so for new investor, yeah, well, we covered a lot of stuff. So
Yeah. How
hold on,
long
give
has
me a
this been, by
second.
the way? What are we at? Like an hour?
Dude, I don't even know at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
well, you've been doing most of the video, so thank you for that. I've just been asking them questions.
Just blabbing, man. Just blabbing, getting all my blabbing out for the day. Haven't blabbed to anyone today,
You
so
haven't Hey, please blab to me. I want you to
just
blab, blab, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
just give me one topic and then put a 10-minute timer and I'll go on it.